These are the competitors that you've got to show you can be better than if you want to make Worlds.
But you said it in game number 1, Mr. Azael. This is regular season. This is that comfort zone for C9, and we'll see how comfortable they are feeling, how well they can bounce back after game number 1. Because honestly, game number 1 was really close for a long time. And just by the nature of those compositions, it just kind of comes down to, okay, the first team that really clutches a fight, which was Team Liquid, is just going to take control of it. So for C9, I think you say, all right, we just got to play better. Like, it's not like we have some great dysfunction that cost us the entirety of game 1. Well, and we have to respect the crabs more. That's what you've got to keep in mind, too.
Respect the crabs and respect the lock.
Yeah, but Jose flashes over the wall anyway, so they do get the summoner spell out of the TL jungler. Jose level 6. However, CoreJJ is the first one to make the play. Loki in danger here with the unleashed powers. Jose Diodo jumps in, but it's Loki staying alive. Jose knocked back underneath the turret. Tries to use the call of the pack to stay alive, but no, it's Vulcan grabbing the kill. The 3v3 in the mid lane favors C9. Vulcan goes in for another Cosmic Binding. Blabber wants to finish off the kill into CoreJJ, but he can't quite get the damage.
Yeah, can't quite finish him off, but still good plays here from Blabber. Another visit here towards mid lane. This time it was TL trying to punish Loki, keep Quid in it. And Loki is able to survive, flashes back, Blabber shows up, and they're able to turn this one around. So they knew Blabber was in the area, but they felt like they're going to be able to go for this. And Core sets it up, Q-Flash has the crash down into that scatter, so they hit the full combo. But those heal shrines, the safeguard, the kick to peel as well from Blabber knocks Jose back into the tower. Doesn't have flash, and they take him down.
No, I'm dead. Goodbye.
Defensive capability and CC reduction against the Rise. So if Loki pops Ghost and throws you in Rune Prison, you are in jail. You are directly in jail. You are going one place, and that's back to your own fountain with a black and white screen. As C9 starting up the Drake here. It's 10 minutes into the game. Over the wall comes Jose and CoreJJ. Want to try to at least turn this into a 50-50 split. Tactical and Vulcan thinking about stopping them here as the Realm Warp is about to arrive. CoreJJ and Jose Diodo might be in a little bit of trouble. The gravity field catches CoreJJ. They burst him down immediately. LYON has made his way over into the fight, though. Blabber wants to try to secure the Drake, and he does do just that. C9, they find themselves a kill, but they've lost their own carry in the process. So a 1-for-1 trade here, but the objective goes to C9.
Yeah, C9 going to be happy about that. I think it was actually the Victor that got the last hit on the Dragon as both the smites went down. Got incredibly low, and I believe it was Victor that did finish it off. TL, it just felt like they moved in too early. It's difficult for Corki and for the Syndra to actually join, because look at Quid's positioning here on the side. You see him, and Blabber was kind of threatening to section him off, and then Loki just joins in with the Realm Warp. And at this point, yeah, LYON does move up and does get in there, is able to actually knock down the Victor, but Core is gone. And it is a very tough situation there for Jose. That tick of the Arcane Storm from the grave secures that Dragon. And that is really the only thing that makes the difference.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy that the from beyond the veil, Arcane Storm ends up getting it. And Vulcan just barely surviving the Unleashed Power, taking him below 100 HP down in the bottom lane at the same time. Tactical getting jumped on. CoreJJ sticks around too long, though. Absorbs one turret shot too many to make it an even trade, as Thanatos nearly killed here in the top lane. Below 100 HP himself, as Morgan is controlling the 1v1.
Yeah, Morgan going to be able to get the push here. He's going to farm some plates off the back of this as well, so that is really nice for TL. And yeah, Core went down.
Split like we talked about, but we have an interesting map state coming up soon, since 2 minutes from now, we're going to have the Herald and the next Drake spawning around the same time, as Team Liquid's looking to maybe make a play down here in the bottom lane. CoreJJ with a Hex Flash over the wall, uses the crash down immediately as they full send it after C9, and Vulcan is popped. LYON goes on a killing spree. All 3 TL kills on the Corki, and they're not done yet. Loki tries to get away, but a beautiful scatter the weak coming out from Quid, and Loki falls too. It is right on point here in the bottom lane.
Yeah, TL really starting to take over on this bot side. I thought it was going to be Loki running away with this game after the early play towards mid. I thought they were going to be able to continue to accelerate that to get him out to the side lanes and have a lot of success there. But TL has just consistently attacked Loki, made his job difficult. And then here, when there is the read on the dive, they just hard engage on the other side away from the tower. The tower is never in range there. Core finds a great angle to lock up Vulcan, push back Blabber, and then Loki here tries to Realm Warp out. Look at this scatter, the max range scatter here. Catches him just on the edge. It can get extended when it goes through terrain, And there is an interaction there, so the fact that he actually shot it through the tower, I think may have made the difference, and Quid interrupts Loki. That means his death as well. And just like that, Quid is ahead on gold. LYON is 4-0, gonna have his second item here done pretty soon. And Blabber on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, Blabber's going to get hit with the scat of the week, and yet again, Jose is ready and waiting. CoreJJ is ready and waiting, and Blabber is just punished yet again. Jose looking for even more here. Wants to try to chase a little bit further, but with no Hound's Pursuit for the next 5 seconds, has to jump back away. And this play and that bottom lane dive both felt like C9 are saying, okay, we know what they want to do, and TL's just saying, oh, we know that you know. And they just immediately have the counter for the counter ready to go. TL's just playing the fights better.
And it just feels like they always have the extra man, right? Like they're actually showing up with the additional member. C9 had 3 bottom to try to cover that dive. TL sent 4. They have a couple people up here looking to maybe set up a dive, to set up an angle, for Blabber. Well, again, multiple members there come from TL and just immediately engage on the disadvantaged C9 member. It was the same thing they did bot, and now Tactical in trouble.
Yep, Hound's Pursuit ready to go. I said that Jose needed a couple seconds up there in the top side, and now that he has them, he immediately puts that pressure on the bot side carry from C9. Flash had to be spent from Tactical there as Vulcan very low on HP. And that magical journey leads straight to the burning gates as the unleashed power sends him down, down, down.
And Vulcan's reaction on the player cam, it was head and hands. He looked very frustrated by that death because it wasn't just Tactical's flash that was forced. In that same moment, Vulcan had to flash to get in range for heal and lock it to keep him alive. So he had used all of his resources to save Tactical, then gets caught by the scatter, and barely does not have enough health to survive. If he had the flash, if he had the heal, if he had the locket, anything, he probably would have lived. But he had to spend it all, and he dies right.
Very coherent.
Yeah, I completely agree. And obviously, they didn't play in main stage of MSI, so they had a little bit of time there. But that is really common because the schedule for LoL Esports is brutal, right? If you're a top team and you qualify for everything, you play in every playoffs, you go to finals, you go to MSI, you go to First Stand, you go to Worlds, your schedule is pretty much all year long. And so especially with additional events in between that some of the teams are doing as well, the schedule is grueling. And so often after these internationals, the top teams will take it easy for a week or two.
Well, CoreJJ tries to go in for the engage on Tactical, and while the Victor gets away at the start, he cannot cross the finish line to safety. Team Liquid with the 4-man commit finds the kill on Tactical. The flash, still half the cooldown remaining from the last time they popped that summoner spell with Hound's Pursuit over in the mid lane on that play that cost Vulcan his life, and it just feels like Team Liquid is never slowing down. Yes, Thanatos going to grab a couple of plates in the tier 2 here in the bottom lane, but TL continues pressuring top and mid at the same time to the tune of a 4,000 gold lead.
Yeah, they are looking so good, and you said exactly what I wanted to highlight, is the fact that they are punishing these missing resources so incredibly well, time and time again. They go mid, they force the flash on Tactical, they force the flash and the heal on Vulcan at the lower level. He has shown that he is the best of the best in tier 2.
Yep.
And so now he has again earned himself a shot here at the tier 1 level to play in the LCS, and it's a shot with a really good team.
Yeah, now though, the problem is that you're up against a really good team. Team Liquid's coordination triumphs yet again, as this time they find the pick on Blabber's Lee Sin. 1, 2, and 2 on that one. Has not been able to find all the playmaking that he would like in this game. Now dead for the next 30 seconds. Team Liquid also took the opportunity to grab the Ocean Drake around the same time. Now again, it's Vulcan in danger. LYON is right there. Rocket over the wall. Won't quite be able to kill him. Vulcan survives with 100 HP, but C9 can't get anything back.
I mean, this is like a horror game. It's just jump scare after jump scare if you're C9. They try to check any brush, and CoreJJ is in it. And this game, to me, has felt so much about Core and Jose and how much better they are playing than their opposite number. They feel like they are of one mind. They're moving around the map constantly. They're in every bush. They're jumping on the C9 members. And we haven't really been able to see a successful play with Blabber and Vulcan moving around and finding a pick and finding an angle. And the more and more plays that work for TL, the more they take over the vision, the harder it is for C9 to find those angles. And it just feels like the door is closing here very quickly. as LYON is just miles ahead on 3 items. Quid has already got his Seekers. He's on 2.5. He is just so strong now, too.
Yeah, I was about to say, you want to close the door. How about nailing a board over it there with Seeker's arm guard on the Syndra? Just makes it so impossible to find what you're looking for with these picks, with these engages. Thanatos and Blabber set up for the potential 2-man angle as Quid flashes away, and then Chovy belts out of the range of the public execution. Quid staying alive for now, and there's your stasis to keep it going even further. Blabber's going to be taken down first as Jose Dioto jumps into the back line, and Thanatos cannot kill Quid. The Syndra stays alive as Team Liquid washes C9 off the map. Quid will finally fall, but at what cost? C9 lose 3 men as the last 2 hobble away.
It can't go much better than that for Quid, man. He played that so well. C9 had a lot of patience there to set up the play, and I thought it was going to work for sure. But Quid, early flash, then rocket belts away from the public execution, and then the timing on the stasis. He stasis the kick flash from Blabber on the animation. He stops him in his tracks. That was beautifully done there from Quid. He shut the door on the play, and he may have shut the door on the game here as C9 nearly 10K behind.
Yeah, it's a 9,000 gold lead, man. I think Team Liquid is just playing better League of Legends today. Let's watch it again.
This was insane. So Quid comes in, early flash, rocket belt to the side, scatter on the Lee Sin. Now watch this. Kick flash, stasis. No, you cannot get me. Blabber is not able to do anything after this. Quid kites back. Yeah, Thanatos eventually kills it, but on the other side, Morgan is crushing them. LYON is untouched. Thanatos is under the tower with nowhere to go. Does flash in to get one back and get a shutdown, but it is 3 kills going the way of TL. Quid looking very happy about that, and C9 not looking quite as happy about how things are going in this series and in this game.
You saw a little shoulder shrug from Quid because he still died, but the real story is told by the smile on his face the entire time. He knows, like, yeah, sure, I died, whatever, but he knows he played it well enough to just completely smurf on C9 in that one. That 9,000 gold lead is about to find its way towards 5 digits of domination.
And the worst part, when you play against someone and they get an early Seekers and then they use it and it's really effective and they win the fight, is that they often have enough gold to do this. They go back and they buy Azonias, so he instantly has it available again. And you already tried to kick flash him, it failed. He tried to wait and find this play, it failed, and now TL looking unstoppable, pressing that 10K mark.
And they might not have Baron, but again, this is a team that's not limited by everyone being melee like game number 1. Your sieging is much easier. You've got the Corki, you've got the Syndra, you've got the full send with the Rel if you want to. So now that TL have taken the mid lane inhibitor, they're going to look towards bottom side. You can see Morgan getting that wave ready to push up while everybody else remains between the mid and bottom lanes, just trying to find continual harass on C9. You knock any of these C9 players low enough, all of a sudden they can't mount a defense. It's a 2-in-hit game instantly. Morgan transforms into Mega Gnar. That means C9's got to respect it. Core JJ wants to go in. Public execution coming out from Thanatos, looking to dive into the back line, but the Mega Gnar defensively trying to protect the Team Liquid carries. Thanatos gets himself back away. C9 aren't going to lose anybody, and they find the kill into Core JJ. Team Liquid finally overplays their hand a little bit, and C9 can stop them.
That was a beautiful outplay there from Thanatos. The public execution was so well timed, not only because it found the backline of TL, but because it immuned the engage from Core JJ. He instantly reacted to Core JJ flashing in with the engage there.
Hey guys, time to win. I have 3 quarter.
It's time to win.
Time to win. He's got 3 items. Don't look at how many items the other people have.
Nope.
Just focus on the fact that he has 3.
Put your hand over that other side of the monitor.
Don't look at Quid and LYON.
Yeah, you don't want to look at those guys. Their inventories don't matter. Only your own. As we do have the Spear, the Cleaver, the Eclipse there for Thanatos on the Ambessa. But man, look at those gold differences in jungle, in mid, in bottom lane. 2.5, 1.5, 3,500 gold for Jose, Quid, and LYON. As Team Liquid is not slowing down. It's 35 seconds until the Baron spawns, so they're just going to make sure.
He's your best shot, but it's going to be very difficult to get there. And if you can do it, maybe you have a chance. But TL just need to start any fight on even numbers, and LYON now has the Infinity Edge, which means even more important to be able to take him down at the start.
Plus, with those Hex optics, as soon as he has a single takedown, he'll be fighting from that much further range away. Core JJ going in here as Tactical does get caught out and exploded there with the unleashed power. Morgan finds the Mega Gnar. He doesn't even need the terrain slam as both the carries on C9 are erased from the Rift. And Team Liquid with a 5v3. The Baron is no longer required. Thanatos tries to dive into the back, but now he's immediately got to retreat. He wants to get the kill, but Quid goes golden, and it'll be a trophy for TL here this first best of 3 of Summer Split. We know who the better blue boys are today, and it's Team Liquid with a clean sweep, 2-0, taking down Cloud9.
Back-to-back days, our MSI teams come back, get the job done here. 2-0 for LYON yesterday, 2-0 for TL today. They were our top 2 teams last split. Hey, maybe they're letting us know things haven't changed too much.
Team Liquid looking ferocious. Game number 1 was slow and then very explosive. Game number 2, you even mentioned it, it looked like C9 was getting off to a good start. Having the Rise accelerated a little bit early, maybe you can play around him, but TL just always seemed like they were one step ahead. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna dive bot, so C9's ready to counter, but actually we brought 4 people to counter that counterplay instead. It just seemed like Cloud9 couldn't keep up with what Team Liquid was actually doing.
Yeah, no, I really like how you put that. I did feel like they just couldn't keep up. TL were making so many plays so much faster. It felt like they were way more on the same page than their opponents today with those fights. It wasn't like they were just haphazardly forcing.
Yeah.
They were together, they were coordinated, they're finding odd number of fights, they're finding picks. Core was amazing at MSI, and he was looking amazing here again today, and how he was working with Jose, how Quid was playing individually in some of these fights was stellar, and it is just